Hello and welcome to Heroes of History with another beta update. Well, yes, I have been on a break. I had a vacation, so that's why there wasn't one with the last update. Now, first of all, I'm starting on this minor account because, as you can see here, my account here isn't even officer or leader, but now everyone can see how well people are doing in matters of returning to the game. In this alliance, it's a bit sad that 9 people haven't been there the last 2 days and only 10 people has. But, well, that's how it is when you're taking a break. Now to step into the more interesting news, I have switched to the other account here because first of all, we have started another event here. It's the moon landing that has returned, and well, we'll get some new stuff. So let's just jump in here, and first there is the golden rhinoceros of Mapungubwe. I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but it's more defense and attack, and decreases single damage taken by the holder by 10%. Yeah, that could help. While hit points the holder is below 50%, decreases the single damage taken by additionally 20%. Oh. Well, that can be helpful if on the right hero in matters of, well, not dying insanely fast. Let's see, Tibetan Prayer Wheel. Yeah, this one is the 4-star relic and a little extra attack. 12 seconds after the wave starts, increases the holder's attack speed by 15%. That should be helpful in finishing off battles. 12 seconds. It needs to be on a hero that can survive for a while. But apart from that, I'm not sure there's much changed. I know these have come to live server 2 with the where it's teardrops instead of the earlier fragment pictures. I'm not sure how much I like it, but well, that's what it is. And you can see the space helmet has returned. Otherwise, I don't think there's much to tell about well, this part of it. So let's jump out here and see that the first thing we have entered here is the stamina rush. So I should probably start burning some stamina soon. I have a little. I'll do that after this video. And let's just jump down here into the event calendar, and yes, another Trial of Straight Start. That's not interesting because the moon landing here. We got some Verdant Tesla takeout, Son of the Stars on Friday, and Julius Caesar's on promotion. Not a bad Thunder, and Gladiator's Glory starting on Monday, so it's a lot of business as usual. Ithakar here starts tomorrow, a week earlier than on live server, so we'll test actually this time if the improvements is actually reaching the mark necessary for it to be playable. I think that's a big step forward, and I really enjoy the decision that we are now to test new allied cultures on beta first, because, well, let's just say it as it is, it wasn't a beautiful thing the last session. So I'll dive into that in the next video. Of other things that has changed is here in the Battle of Atlantis. Well, this isn't really changed, but as you can see here, no, that's not where it was, not one, the map here. Well, we won this one by far, but that's not the big thing. There should come some new connections, and while it isn't present on the ongoing one, it should be present when the next one starts in a week. So we'll look on the map there and see if we can find some new connections that changes maybe something of the routing around the map, but I don't know exactly what it is. I haven't noticed anything here, and well, maybe it wouldn't be, well, it wouldn't make too much sense in the matter of well, it was already an ongoing matter right now with this present map here, so I suppose that is why it hasn't changed yet, but apparently it will. If we go out here, there is the Elite Arena also. This has changed a bit. As you can see here, I have 4.5 hours left. Now, you only get a new one here in the Elite Arena every 6 hours. And as you can see, I get 12 points, 15 points instead of 6 and 9 points for winning these battles. So it has also changed, and well, unfortunately I reached the box, so I got pushed back a bit further than I was supposed to. But well, also the price of winning is tripled as the regeneration time is tripled, so it should all in all give the same result in the long run, but it should be good still, because up here in the area damage, as you can see here, this text is still wrong. Area damage effects deal 50% more damage. It should be advantage of 100% if I remember right of the announcement, which means that picking the right hero is actually a bigger deal than it used to be, because they have opted the effects of these bonuses, and thus the requirements to well, pick the best team. And well, I'm not sure I will use that extra time on that. I think I will sit back and relax and enjoy that I actually have a little extra time for myself. But there is the extra time, at least if you want to do even better in the Elite Arena. Now let's see, we have something other here, because when you now add research points to your research, you can now add 1 point at a time, which is actually quite cool. I have missed that for a long time, because I don't always want to stump up this fully, because sometimes, well, I just want, let's say, 3 research points for my Scholar's Lyceum, and now I can actually save up without hitting max and not be able to have something a couple of hours later. So that's definitely an improvement too. Another thing that has been added is actually shortcuts. So I'll drop into this one, and rather than going up and click here, I'm now jumping around my different buildings with well, my arrow keys, and I could go up and down key here and see what's in the other panes. So there's a lot of shortcuts coming here. There's also a Q for the quest button, and S for stashing items when you're in move mode, and so on. So there's a lot of shortcuts added, which I think is great. What I didn't cover when I was looking at the Atlantis, there's actually a lot of changes to Atlantis, but I think it makes more sense to address those changes when the next Atlantis run starts here in beta, and show some of them, what they actually mean and how that affect how your strategy should work. Otherwise, I can recommend you to read the announcement, because there is well, it's quite extensive what they have changed, how repair works, how you also get back to defending a position after ending repair if you started, how long your units are out after a successful attack, and well, lots of other stuff as well. And finally, we have 2 new heroes that have joined us here in the time portal. So let's pretend we want to know what it is, and as a 5-star there should be some Greek guy here, Alexander Great, there he was, and well, his counterpart from that same season pass should be down here in the 4-star if we can find him, Philip II of Macedon. So they will now also be available, which I think is great. I will say thank you for watching this video, and looking forward to telling you more about the Atlantis event and the changes made to that.